Okay, hello everybody. Thank you for anybody who ends up tuning in. My name is Annabelle Lee, I go by Anna, and this is the first leap year stream because I have not been doing this for 4 years yet. I wanted to do just a couple little things today. I'm so sorry for the late start. Here's the thing. I have really been struggling with my audio. Because I have a really nice microphone and I am too dumb to use it. I don't think that I had a cable that had enough power for it, and so I was waiting for that to come in today because I ordered one and it was supposed to come in today, but it didn't come in with the regular post, like the regular mail, so I think it's going to be here later today. And I waited as long as I possibly could because I really wanted the audio quality to be a little bit better, but I got my old microphone reset up for the moment, and going forward, starting tomorrow, hopefully, or Saturday, the audio should be a little bit better. For right now, it is what it is. And have just like the X-Files theme in my head. It is empty. I wanted to do a couple of little fun things today. The first thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to show off the beautiful and wonderful art that YoshinoArt did for my channel. She did, or for me, she made this model, she did all of the art, and she also did all of the rigging. So everything that you see that is me, that is by YoshinoArt. Have her in the description, I believe. You should check her out. I started out trying to make my own VTuber model, which is totally possible if you are a good artist. That was my biggest barrier. I haven't really drawn since middle school, elementary school. I kind of stopped off at the stick figures, one singular anime eye kind of phase of drawing. So that was my biggest barrier, and it was so much better to have her do all of it because she did way better than I could ever hope to do or even just imagine in general. But I want to do a full model overview today and show you all of this wonderful model. There's a lot of emotes, toggles and stuff, so I just wanted to give you a full view. So let me start out. It's me! There we go. I'll zoom in a little bit more for emotes, but here I am. This is me. I am Anna. I absolutely love the model. It is so reactive. The face and everything is just so expressive, especially once I kind of learn what I'm doing with it. So pretty much this is also my disclaimer to say that anything that looks a little weird about the model, it's not the model, it's me. I'm still learning what I'm doing. I'm using free software for this. Have my iPad just kind of stood up on my desk. But this is her, this is me. And you see I've got some little boots. And when I move, my hips go side to side, and see I've got cute little bloomers on, so no peeking. No peeking. And I don't know why my eye is doing that thing. It hasn't done that before. So we go up. Zoom in a little bit. You can see just all the detail, the glitter reflections on the skirt. A little more. Is it because my bangs? I think my bangs are covering my eye. And that's why I keep doing that. Here is me. And I can fully, mouth moved side to side. Have my little fangs. I don't know what to do. I keep just like shaking my head. I feel like I look really silly. But here is one of the coolest things that I really wanted to show off in this stream. And that is the emotes. So I have 7 technically different emotes I can do. I recently got a little 9-key thing and I drew little emojis basically so I can see which one I'm toggling on and off at any given point. Yeah, I guess I'll just go down the list and show you what everything is. So first one, I have this little heart eyes toggle, and it is so super cute. Okay, you ready? Look at me! I have the little beating heart in my eyes. It's so cute. I'm gonna use this all the time. It's like, especially like the girls in games. I am a I'm outing myself here. I am that girl. I am that bi. I am attracted to one singular guy and every girl ever. So I'll be using this a lot, especially I'm playing through Xenoblade right now. And at the moment, I have just really met Charla, and I am in love with her. She's great. Okay, so there is that one. Next, I have little Gamer Rage. Probably will also see this one a lot because I am not good at games. Oh, I can't have the peppy voice. I'm grumpy. I'm angry. I'm pissed off. Don't want to mess with me. Okay. That's gonna be the rage quit button basically. Next I have just a little blush. I can just add a little bit of you know, if I'm watching the cutscenes with Charla in there, maybe not fully like in love, but just a little bit. They interact with each other, so I can, like, if I get like a really good scene, you know, I can do both. So there's that. I just have my little blush. Next is he's sad. It's for any of those like emotional gut punches, and I don't know if I see a cute puppy video or something. I look so sad. No matter how sad I am, the tears will never fall. Okay, I'm done being sad. I can't be sad anymore. I'm too happy. Next I don't really know what to call this one. I guess like nervous or like dread. It's the this isn't gonna end well. I have a bad feeling about this. I think it's my webcam is to the side, and when I turn my head too far, it thinks that I'm closing my eyes. So I apologize for the weird eye blinking. Again, it's me. It is not the rigging or the model. It is the person using it. And I, Anna, am not very good yet. I'm learning. But, okay. There's that one. And here are the two that I am the most excited about. She did these special for me, and she did, YoshinoArt, she did an amazing job. They look so good. I don't know what to say besides just I'm so excited to show these off. So here I have my little mushroom up there, and sometimes maybe if I start doing some like online gaming, I might get a little bit toxic. I love this so much. I have the little skull eyes. I love also that anytime I smile with this on, it defaults to just like the most evil, mischievous, like I look like a little like a light up mushroom from Mario too. I love it so much. I have the little spores coming out. My true form. I look so cool. Okay, so there's that. And here is the last emote I wanted to show off before we start getting into some of the content for the stream. But this is what happens if you eat mushrooms that you don't know what they do. I love the eyes are animated. We talked about animating underneath the cap as well, but I was worried that anything more than just the eyes might constitute like an epilepsy warning. I didn't want to cause any issues for any people who may watch with those kind of issues, so have the eyes. Real talk, if you eat mushrooms, you don't know what they are, you'll most likely just throw up or die. Not this, but I'm just so excited. I love it so much. So that is all of the toggles I have for my model, and I just wanted to give y'all like an actual full view so you can kind of see what I'm working with. She did such an incredible job. If you ever need a model, want to do anything like this, I highly recommend either looking up her YouTube channel, because she has a lot of really helpful tutorials, especially for rigging, or reach out her directly. She does do commissions, and she did a fantastic job. I just wanted to really show off all of the hard work that she did, and hopefully one day I will be worthy of it and actually learn how to use it. But here is me. All right. So now I'm going to move myself. There we go. And is it working? I think it's working. Okay. So, I wanted to do just a couple of little fun tier lists. I thought that'd be fun. Just something different for the stream today. Not Xenoblade or Stardew Valley. And first off, I wanted to do a Pokemon tier list, but I think doing like the all Pokemon tier list is kind of just really overwhelming. There is so many Pokemon now. So I just wanted to do the starters. I figured that'd be a good little base point to start off with. I am a big Pokemon fan. I have played the games. My first game that I was conscious and like in this stream of consciousness for was Fire Red Leaf Green, but I did own the original like Red and Blue, and I have played pretty much every game, every main series game, and a lot of the spin-offs since. I have some thoughts on newer games, but I just kind of wanted to talk about the starters and why I love some of the designs, and kind of that was my starting point. I went ahead and you can't see it because my head. I made a rank a tier that's specifically for megas, because to me they're different. I have some other thoughts on megas that I will say later, but that's why those are all already on there. I want to do probably like a megas video separate one day. To me, those aren't the starters, because it's it's battle specific. I don't know. I'm talking about just the OG original, the ones you got, you know? Not any special powers or anything. First off, I need to, hold on. I need to move myself because you can't really see. Maybe, you know what? Here, there we go. I'll just move to this side. Maybe that's a little bit better because that way I'm not covering up what I'm actively working on. There we go. So we're going to start with Bulbasaur. I know everybody talks crap about my poor little baby boy. We are a Bulbasaur fan. We are Bulbasaur supporters here. I will not tolerate this Bulbasaur hate speech. He's not... I reserve the right to change my mind at any given point because I really do love him. Also, I like the status guys. So, you know, he poison powder, sleep powder, he can paralyze, like, he's just the best. And in the anime, too, he's always, like, the big brother. He wants to be tough and help everybody out. So I love this little guy. Ivysaur is probably one of the best mid-stages to me. Because there are some mid-stages, especially the newer ones, that they took the, like, awkward teenage years way too seriously, and they just don't look at all cool. The second they go mid-stage, I have to grind until they're the top because I don't want to look at them anymore. That's mean. But Ivysaur, they did a really good job. He does. He looks like a good mid-stage. You can see where it's going. He looks tougher, but he's not that tough yet. He's got some of that teen angst going on. So I'm going to put him... there, just because I like the little guys. That's kind of, those are my faves. I really like the little guys. This will go faster as I go. I'm getting into it. I didn't think about this at all beforehand. Venusaur, he's cool. He's tough. I like the design. But he's not as cute. I don't want to kiss him on his little forehead anymore. Like, I don't know. I know that they need to look cool. They need to get tougher, but... For now, that's where we're at. Charmander, I am not one of those people that's like, oh my god, I hate that they overdo Charizard, they're so basic. Like, you know, he's a cool guy. But Charmander is just a little guy. And I think mostly I like him because of the anime. I haven't watched any of the recent anime. I watched the show when I was little. That's most of my reference for the TV show. He's probably there. You know? He's just a little guy, but he's not quite... He's a little guy, like with Bulbasaur. Charmeleon is a dick. He was so rude for all of the show. All he did was, like, cause problems and have a, like, superiority complex. But he does look like... It's the same thing with Ivysaur. Like, you can see where they're going. He looks a little tougher and a little cooler. Most of the, like, teenagers, the mid-stages for Gen 1, I really like. Or all of the ones for Gen 1 I really like. Because later it gets worse. Charizard, he's cool. You know? He's cool. There's a reason that they give him everything. Yeah, not much to say about him. Squirtle, I love the Squirtle squad. Yeah. He's cute. He is bald. So he loses. I think that's my other thing with Charmander too. They both lose points for being bald. But he's a cute little guy, and I love Squirtle squad. Turned around and doing good. Controversial, maybe? I love Wartortle. I love his little ear wings. I love his little curly, fluffy tail. He's so cute. I don't know, like, out of all of the Gen 1 mid-stages, they all just look like a little cooler, a little more powered up, but he gets so pretty. I love the little swirls. And then Blastoise is just a turtle. I don't know. He's okay. He's probably my least favorite out of the fully evolved starters Gen 1. But he's cool. You know, I get why people like him. He's just kind of a guy. Also controversial. I love the little pair. Not a ton to say. I think I remember in the show Chikorita being very like prim, proper, kind of sassy. I like the little leaf guys. I don't know what to say. Bayleaf is cool. The head is too similar to Meganium for me. It almost looks like it should be a variant, not a different evolution, if that makes sense. Meganium, I like Meganium specifically because of Pokemon Snap, the remake. Seeing the new, I forget what the form was because I played it when it came out and I haven't touched it since. But seeing the glowy, glittery, cool Meganium, that made this Pokemon so much cooler to me. And I already like it because it's just a cool little plant dinosaur. Next is Cyndaquil. I like Cyndaquil. I like Cyndaquil. However, it makes me really sad that he's just a little worm. They got rid of his fire in all the games. I get that it's supposed to burn hotter when he attacks. We'll just make it bigger, but don't take it away because he looks bald. He looks like a tiny, bald little guy without it. And that kind of goes for the whole line. I do like Quilava. I think that was a very good mid-stage. Yeah. And Typhlosion is cool, but again, without the flame, he looks very noodly. I'm not the biggest fan. But with the flames like this, he looks super cool. So I'll probably put him... I can't beat the baby yet. However, I will say, I think that is the coolest variant they have ever done. I love the ghostly flames. He looks like he is zooted out of his mind at all times. He is just a buddy. A guy. I need to stop saying that. I love him, though. I have some other thoughts on variants, but I'll get to that later. Totodile, I love his energy. He has the energy of a dog with 0 brain cells, but all of the love in his heart. Do you know what I mean? He would bite you constantly, but you would just have to like learn first aid because it's worth it because he's just a toothy little guy. No. Yeah, you've earned it. You've earned it, Totodile. It looks like he's about to chomp Chikorita. Croconaw is when the mid stages started getting goofy. I really don't like this guy. I hate to say it, but he looks like he got stung by a bunch of bees. You seen those pictures of dogs where they're stung by bees in the face and they look like a cartoon? He just looks puffy. I don't know. And then Feraligatr is a cool guy. I'm gonna make people mad with this one. He's just kind of it. It's Blastoise, but he doesn't even have cannons. He's kind of just there. And I'm not the biggest fan. I don't know. I'm gonna move on before the Feraligatr lovers come for me. Trico is cool. Again, in the anime, he was kind of a smug asshole. Okay, so he's above Croconaw, but I don't think he has earned C tier. He's just kind of a weird, lanky little lizard. Grovyle goes to A tier specifically because of Mystery Dungeon. I love the Mystery Dungeon games, and I was actually trying to do a Mystery Dungeon randomizer playthrough for the channel, and I will eventually go through and do it. But I got to the very end of the main story, and the randomizer, I mean, whatever you want to say, it just died. It would get to the ending cutscene, and you're crying, and it's all emotional. It fades to black, and then it freezes. It just freezes on a black screen. It doesn't save. I tried to reload. I watched that cutscene 3 times. Every time a punch to the gut. And it won't let me continue. It won't let me officially beat the game. I beat the final boss, but it won't save after and let me get to the end because it just freezes on that screen. So eventually I want to see if I can fix that and maybe do another rerun. I don't know. But long story short, I love Grovyle because of Mystery Dungeon. Sceptile is cool, I guess. I'll put him above here. Yeah, there we go. Crocodile is definitely at the bottom, and these guys, I can see why people like them. They are cool. They're not for me. I like the little ones. Torchic is cute. I think this is who I went through the games with the first time I played. So it's a little special, I guess, because of that. But other than that, it's kind of just a little bird. So I guess... yeah, that feels right. He's just cute. Combuskin, again, I don't know if it's his beak or his little bald head, except for the little sprigs. I'm not a fan. I like him more than Crocodile, but not more than Feraligatr. Yeah, that feels right. Blaziken, I like him. He is a cool guy. He was the original fire fighting, so I can't be that mad. You know, it hadn't been overdone yet. So he's cool. I know Jaden Animation's big YouTube channel, super big fan. She loves Blaziken, so I feel kind of bad doing this, but he's at least the top of his tier. No. Okay. I'll put him up there because he's cool. I don't really have any strong feelings one way or the other about him. Mudkip is cute. One of my favorite Pokemon cards I had when I was little was a little hollow, sparkly Mudkip, and it was a useless card, but it was so cute, so I used it anyway. Definitely not more than Wartortle, but more than Chikorita. I love his derpy little face. And Marshtomp has the same... I have the same feelings about Marshtomp as I did about Crocodile. He just looks kind of bloated, and I don't know. He still has the goofy face, but it doesn't work for him the way it does for Mudkip. He doesn't get the benefit of having the derpy little face. Swampert is cool, and he's a powerhouse. I like the typing, water ground. I like him, yeah, I think I like him the most, but he's still C to me. He's a strong guy, but he still looks like he would enjoy a cute, a little head pat. So I'll put him in the top there. I'll be honest, I hated Turtwig when the games came out, but he's kind of grown on me. I like his chompers. I'd say... Yeah, he's cute, I feel like he would also appreciate a little scratch under the chin. I'd feed him some little poke treats or whatever. I cannot stand this Pokemon, though. I can't stand Grottle. He just looks like worse Torterra, which I know that he's the mid-evolution, but it's not... He looks less powerful. He just looks worse. They got rid of his big head from Turtwig, which I think is his biggest redeeming factor. And he just looks kind of lame. I haven't put anything in F tier because I feel bad. It feels really mean to put them in F tier. But yeah, I think both of those need to move down because I really just dislike both of these designs immensely. I think a lot of my dislikes are going to be the mid stages. They can look really cool like Wartortle, but they can also look like that. I don't know. I really don't like him. Torterra is cool in theory. I like that he's supposed to be the world turtle and he's got the trees on his back. His face, again, I guess it would look weird if he had the big head, but he looks like, his face looks like he got smushed between some books. Something about it is just off to me. He's not the worst, but I think he's D tier. I really don't like him. Next, I loved Chimchar. He was my favorite. This is when I was trying to get into drawing as a kid. Is like when these games came out. So I had to have drawn these starters specifically like a million times. Especially Chimchar and Piplup. I loved them. Chimchar... yeah. I still don't think it beats Wartortle. I really like Wartortle. But he's just a cheeky little monkey. Monferno, is one of those things, again, like the Gen 1 starters, where you can tell exactly where they came from and where they're going. They just look a little bit cooler. They don't look awkward. They just look like they're transitioning, you know? I don't know where to put this guy. I like him, but not... I think there. Yeah, because he's cute. I like his little mask. And Infernape, I like him. He's cool. Yeah, I'll put them together because I like his design more than Blaziken. But this was also the second game in a row that they made the fire guy like a firefighter. So I wasn't the biggest fan of that. But I do like his design. I think it... little family. It goes really well. I love Piplup and his big dumb head. I loved Dawn's Piplup. Oh, this is really hard. Oh, no. What did I do? What did I do? Can I... I don't remember where I had him. He wasn't down there. He was a little guy, right? Right? Okay, sure. That feels right. I like him. He's so cute. He looks so goofy when he walks and runs. He's got that big old bobblehead. I really don't like Piplup. His little buttons don't make any sense to me. I don't like the way that they transitioned from him having the beak to the trident. He looks like he's having a bad hair day all the time. I'm pretty sure that his voice too is just like it sounds weird. Empoleon is a cool guy though. I really like the typing. Water Steel is super cool. I'm also biased. I think this is one of the first Pokemon I ever got to level 100. I really liked this guy. I was that person when I played the games when I was little. I would make my starter learn all the HMs they could because I didn't want to keep going back to the box to have a guy. So that was my rock climber. That was my surf guy. My waterfall. He's a cool guy, but he doesn't have the same effect that a lot of like Sceptile for Alligator does, where he was meant to look cool and edgy. Like he still looks like a little penguin, just cooler. I'm gonna put him. Yeah, I think he's not quite A, but he's the top of B. He's pretty good. Snivy has grown on me. Because I wasn't the biggest fan originally, but this is my main Pokemon in my Pokemon card deck, and I have two different versions of Superior, and they both just body everything. One of them, it heals my team every time I attack. One of them, it does just absolutely ridiculous damage. So this guy's grown on me. I like him. I've had several smug victories because of this little guy. I also think in the anime too that he's supposed to be kind of a little stuck up. He's got the nose up, and he's earned it, you know. He just likes the finer things in life. So the little guy, I'm gonna put him... I think there. You know, he's cute. I like him. This one, I don't really know what they could have done with him to turn him into a snake besides just kind of stretch him out. So I don't know, my argument isn't that they could have done better. It's just I don't really know what else you could have done. He's all right. He's kind of just like, eh. But this guy is cool. I really like him. I didn't realize he had his little arms back there. I didn't realize for the longest time he does keep his little arms. He's cool. I think I like him more than Snivy, which is rare. I usually like the little guys more, but I think that. Yeah. Because he does look cool. I really like his design. I know there's some fans. I don't like, was it Pig Knight? I don't even remember their name. I know that's like Embor, right? That's embarrassing. Yeah, I don't like this guy. He just kind of looks silly. And then yeah, same. It looks like a fake mon almost to me. I don't know why. His design looks. It doesn't feel like a starter to me. It feels like maybe that should be like your generic, like a normal fire. Also, it was another fire fighting, so I think at this point I was just really over it. I don't. This whole guy, I just don't like him. Yeah, I'll keep the family together. I'm just not a big fan. Oshawott, though. He's such a cutie. Do you see his big nose? Do you see those little hands? He's reaching out. He wants a hug. So cute. Yeah. Okay. You see his little shell? He is just so cute. And his voice is adorable. I really like him. I know what they were going for the middle. And I don't hate it. But I'm not a big fan. Kind of like Servine or whatever. They had to get where they were going. Let him cook, I guess. But I'm not the biggest fan. He's I have mixed thoughts. I don't know. I like him. I think his little nose looks a little goofy now that... Because, look at the honker on Oshawott, okay? And then it just gets smaller until it's like, I just want to boop, like a little... he's okay. He's probably like a... Yeah. And I forget, is he's water dark, right? That's how they did that with the Legends Arceus one. And I like that they changed the typings, but I don't know if he's really... He kind of just got a different hat and armor, He kind of looks the same. He just kind of got a different hat and curled his little mustache. Yeah, I think I like them both about the same because they're pretty similar, but I think I like the original a little bit more. Just it looks a little more knightly or whatever. Chespin. I like him more than this, but not by a lot. And I really dislike Chestnut. I'm going to put him all the way at the bottom. It looks like a grandpa in an anime. It doesn't look like a Pokemon. His whole thing is he's supposed to be like tanky, I think, and like spikes, but they could have done that with plants in so many more interesting ways and have. He looks really dumb. He looks like they put a fucking spirit Halloween costume on an old man. I like the Firefox. It's cute. It's a little... Why is it on there twice? Okay. I'll just, he's not in this tier because he's a mega. It just, they gave me an extra and I don't understand why. Okay. There we go. I like him. I think there's other ones I like more. But he's cute, you know? Okay. And then I don't understand why this one's the furry Pokemon. Like, is it just because it stands up on two legs? Is that all that those people need? I don't understand why people make this to be like the Kumormon or whatever. It's just a fox still. And it's a witch. I like the design, but I feel like I can't put it high or people are gonna look at me weird. Braixen is okay. Again, they had to do what they're doing to get where they're going, but yeah. I like the idea of having a fire mage because a lot of especially coming from firefighting, it was cool to have a more specially attacking fire type like a mage. I think that's a really cool idea. Again, I don't know why people look at it. It's just a fox. I don't understand the appeal of it. But I like it. I like it a lot. I think I think that works. Another thing is I really didn't like okay. I really didn't like Froakie when first was announced or whatever, but he's grown on me. He's kind of cute. He's I'll put him there. He's not quite above Swampert to me, but I could see the appeal. He's just kind of little. I think I need to zoom out so I can get all this back on one screen. Yeah. Okay, there we go. But he's cute. And this one I like. It's one of the few of the modern teenager ones that I really like. I think they did a good job of going from little frog to cool frog. Oh, I just realized that's the like battle plus I forget what it's called. The special Ash Greninja. He's cool. I think yeah. I like him more than Froakie, but he's still not quite up there. Greninja is cool. It kind of weirds me out that the scarf is his tongue. I didn't realize that. The Pokemon Detective Pikachu movie is probably the only reason that I'm not a bigger fan of this Pokemon. Yeah, I'll put him there. He's alright. Now this is my baby. This is my little baby boy. The best Pokemon could ever get. He is just a round ball of love, okay? I want to snuggle him. I want to ruffle his little feathers. He is so precious. This was my starter when I played Pokemon Moon, and I named him Rowan, and every Rowlet will ever be known as Rowan. I love Rowan the Rowlet so much. He's so cute. He is perfect, round, zero thoughts behind those eyes. Everything I could ever hope for in a starter. Love him. Moving on. They massacred my boy. Do you see what they did to him? Do you see? They gave him weird emo bangs. Ugh, I don't hate the design as much now that I'm looking at it. But it's going... Yeah, it's going... It's going here. Because I remember I got this little ball of sunshine who I loved so much. I wanted nothing but the best for him. And then he turned into that. That was unforgivable sin. You were cursed to the bottom tier. I'll put you at the top of the bottom tier because I don't hate it as much looking at it. But still, obvious downgrade and you're there for hurting my feelings. I really like the Ghost Archer. I think he's really cool. I like the idea of him being like a ghostly archer. He's got the wingspan. I don't know. He just looks really cool. All of the memes were right for his Hisuian variant. They just kind of bonked him. They just bonked him on the head, and so that way his head was flat, and he had to get a different hat and vest. Like I get where they were going, I guess, but it does just kind of look like they hit him with a big club. So I'm gonna put him, honestly, like there. I know, I feel really bad, but the other two are really cool. I think that's the thing, is just the other ones were so cool that these are influenced by my disappointment more than anything. I kind of forget. Well, you could never forget Incineroar, if you ever watch anything competitive, but he's cute. He's just kind of a little cat. No big feelings one way or the other about him. Kind of basic. Same with the mid stage. It's just a bigger cat. You know, they had to. They were working their way up to making him stand up. So he's all right. Incineroar is cool. I like him for competitive, but again, it's another firefighting. They did it really well though. I think. I'll put him there because it is cool, and I really like watching him competitively. He's, you know, obviously a powerhouse, but other than that, I don't know. He's all right. I got so this is my first shiny, technically. He was 100% hacked because he was like the special square shiny, and I got it into Wonder Trade, but it was really cool. I was really excited for this being my first shiny, and I think that bumps it up a lot because I will admit I was a Poplio hater when it first came out, but he's grown on me, and especially because of the shiny, I think he's kind of cute. You know, he's a goofy guy. Yeah, I like him. Again, I keep having to make this smaller to fit it on the screen. There we go. Brownie is same thing. It's cute, you know. I kind of like it. It's, as far as mid stages go, it does look a little awkward, but not the worst to me. So I'll put him right there. She's kind of cute. I really like Primarina. I especially love Primarina shiny. Getting the cool blonde mermaid hair is super cool. I like that she's a singer, you know. His whole thing is her attack is sparkling aria. She's like a little opera singer. I like her a lot. I'm gonna put her all the way up there. I think overall it's just a really cool Pokemon. I like having the sound-based moves because that adds a whole extra little thing. Pretty cool. Grookey. I don't know. I really like the personality that they gave him. So when you're picking your starter in Sword and Shield, he's banging on things, he's playing the drums. He's cute, right? But I don't know. Yeah. And then look what they did to him. Again, why would you do this? Not quite as bad as Chestnut, but why? He's just sitting there all grumpy, like, I don't want to come out anyway. I'd rather be in my room watching anime. Like, what? He looks so dumb. I do like him. He's cool, but he's on the same level as, like, these two to me. Where his thing is to look cool. And he does. He looks like a really cool, tough guy. But I like the little guy. So, you know, nothing against him. He's just not my favorite. Scorbunny. I love his little nose band-aid. I love his little hoppy feet. I love seeing him in Pokemon Snap. He was really, really cute in Pokemon Snap. Just hopping around, lighting fire on everything, causing havoc. I like him a lot. He's cute. The least egregious out of these mid stages for the Sword and Shield starters, but still, why? Why does he just have a little hoodie? He's just running his way down the tier list. He's because at least these guys look like tough and cool. He just kind of looks bored. That feels right. Yeah. Again, out of Thwacky, Reboot, and is it a Drizzile or whatever? He looks the least terrible, but he's still. I did not like any of the mid stages for this series. Cinderace, really cool. Really fun. Pokemon Unite. Yeah, I like Cinderace. I think it's cool. It's cool that it's like a soccer player. Finally, not another like punchy guy. Another firefighter. I really like Sobble. Okay, I really wanted to like him. He was just so sad, and I wanted to cheer him up, but I see now why he was sad. He was sad because this is what happens to him. Do you see that? Why'd they make him weird neon green? Why are his hands so awkward? What happened? Why does he have emo bangs? Everything about this mid-stage, I absolutely hated it. Wanted to evolve it as soon as possible. I'm pretty sure So I went with this starter during a playthrough of Sword and Shield, and I think that I seriously just went and grinded on all of the beam spots, like the dens, to get candies so I could just force feed them candies so he would evolve and I wouldn't have to look at him anymore. I cannot stand what they did to that little guy. Like, I would cry too, Sobble, if I knew that was coming for me. Puberty did not treat you well. I think... Oh my gosh, what's his name? He's the sharpshooter, Sobble, Drizzile, and... Oh my gosh, why can't I remember his name? Whatever, James Bond guy. He's cool. I like Snipe Shot. Again, he's not quite in the category of tough guys. He doesn't look super tough. But he's also not little enough to be a little guy. He just kind of looks a little smug. I'll put him... there. Because I think I like his design more. Yeah, I think it's good for now. I think the idea was really cool. I don't like how little lanky he is. Look at him. Look at do you see? Do you see this sweet little man? I love the weed cat. I love him so much. He's up there. He's not above Rowlet. I don't think anything will ever beat Rowlet, but he's so cute. And then the world sobbed because inevitably the cat did stand up. I know. I was so sad to see it too. Again, I'm kind of with the same thing as the breaks in all of that. Delphox. He looks cool. I am a little sad that he stood up. But I like the idea, the jester. I don't understand why this is a Pokemon that people are like, oh, no, it's a cat. It's literally a cat, and he's playing a little magic trick. I don't know why people like that. He's cute. Again, I'm sad that he stood up, but he's okay. He's redeemed by the design, I think. Put him there. This is my starter. So this is my boy. I love Fuecoco. I like the ones that you can tell there's not a single thought in that head. Like, there is nothing going on in there. His two brain cells are talking to each other, and the output is just silence. There's I love his little snaggletooth. he's supposed to be like a little spicy pepper, I think is really cute. And then again, I had the same experience as I did with Rowlet. Like, this is the perfect Pokemon. It can only get better. Why'd they give him a hat? What? Why? Why'd they give him this goofy little hat? It's like a fire egg. I don't know. His thing was also supposed to be he's like a singer. It's Skeledirge. It's like a funeral dirge march, you know? Idea is really cool. He does look really tough. I kind of like it, but not as much as the cute little guys. So I'll put him here. He's cool. I get what they're going for. But not as cool as this guy. Look how he started. I never want to let him evolve because he looks so much cuter like that. All right, we're running out of room on the screen, but we're also almost done. Quaxley, this pick is for the gays. I cannot say anything bad about this Pokemon, or the gays will come for me. He's a proper little gentleman. He's a cute little guy. Why? You know, the full evolution gets a full outfit for being a dancer. Why'd they give this little guy hips like that and then nothing? Like, he looks kind of goofy. I'm not the biggest fan. Yeah, I don't like him. I like, is it Quaquaval? I really like the animations they did for him. I love the energy that he has. Not for me, but I really appreciate it, and I can see the thought that went into the design. I think it's cool. So he's gonna go... I changed my mind. Yeah. Okay. He's pretty cool. Quaxley is cute. I like that he's just a proper little fellow. It also, the last couple it gave me the starters for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And then also, I thought it was interesting, they added in Espeon and Umbreon from Pokemon, is that Gale of Darkness or Colosseum? I think that's Colosseum, right? Which is one of my favorite Pokemon games, and I would absolutely love to do a playthrough of that on the stream sometime. So Pikachu, he's cute. He's the electric mouse. He's the one that everybody knows. I have a pop socket of him on my phone. You know, he's cute. He's a good mascot. Little basic, because that's what he's meant to be. He's meant to be the toy to market to children. So he's earned his name, but overall he's kind of just a little mouse. I love Eevee. I love Eevee so much. We're gonna say... I absolutely love the like multiple evolution lines thing. I think that's super cool. Here's hoping new evolution, Gen 11. I like Eevee. He's really cute. I want to rank these higher because for the games that they're a starter in, it's really cool because you start out not with a level 5 going from the lab. You start out with like a level 20 something Pokemon, and it really makes you feel like you're already an established character. You're not the little kid protagonist anymore. You're actually a character that's got something going on. You also start that game by blowing up a building, so cool. Espeon is definitely the better of the two, I would say. Just because attacking wise it does more damage and more utility because psychic. But it feels weird putting these on a tier list of starters. And again, they technically are, and I love the game that they're starters in, but it feels weird trying to figure out where to place them here. Umbreon, I guess, is just going to be there. He's still cool. He's just more defensive. I dressed as Umbreon for several years for conventions. I did regular and shiny Umbreon. So, little personal favorite there, but okay. There is my, let me zoom out so you can see, well, I guess you don't need to see the megas because they're not ranked. So this is my full Pokemon tier list, Pokemon starters. You can tell I like the little guys. I love Rowlet, Sprigatito. Disappointment tier. I think that's everything. All right, so thank you for bearing with me. I know I had a lot of thoughts on Pokemon. That's big majority of my childhood, and I've just really love the franchise. I have one other thing I want to watch a little bit later about Pokemon that kind of goes into my current thoughts on it and things I'm looking forward to. But I'll get into that a little bit later. So I want to take a quick break from the tier list to kind of just talk about the goals that I have for my channel going forward. This is all new to me, the whole streaming, all of that. So I'm still kind of trying to get my schedule adjusted, figure out what I want to do, when I want to do it. So the goal is to eventually have a much more consistent streaming schedule, streaming times. I really want to be streaming for longer amounts of time and all of that. For the time being, I'm going to be doing, I think, 4 days a week. So I will be streaming Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday at the moment. It just works best with my partner's days off and gives me time on Fridays to like edit stuff, and then I'm streaming on the weekends, which I think is when more people are free. I think also going forward I might start trying to stream more on Twitch, because that's kind of more geared towards live stream content, and then focus YouTube on making edited long form videos and shorts rather than have that be where I do my streaming. So that's something I'm gonna be setting up in the near future. And again, thank you for being patient. The audio quality is not the best. I'm waiting for a cable to come in, so I will have a better microphone for all of my streams going forward. This should be the last day with this one unless something goes wrong, something breaks. So thank you for your patience with that. I don't know. I really am looking forward to being able to make some edited videos. That's a skill that I do not have. Again, I'm still new to streaming, doing all of this, so it's going to take me a little bit to get used to the editing software. I probably am going to make a lot of videos that are not optimally edited, maybe going forward, but I do really want to start trying just to make stuff and put it out there, because I feel like it's better for me to learn as I go rather than just being scared to try it at all. So I'm really excited for what's coming up. I am hoping that as I go, it's going to get better and better. And that's pretty much all I have for channel updates at the time being. I don't have a lot going on. I'm just basically thank you for being patient while I figure out a work schedule that works for me, while I try to get my life together and figure out the best timing, and I'm able to put more time and effort into this as I keep going on it. So thank you. Next, I wanted to do a Xenoblade tier list. This is going to be all of the Xenoblade girls, all of the girlies. And I'm going to make a lot of people really, really mad at me. I'm sorry. I have not finished Xenoblade 1. I'm playing through it on my channel, so if you want to watch my stream, I will be streaming that on Saturday. And I have a couple of videos up. I just got to where we meet Charla, and I absolutely love Charla, but I don't know a lot of the characters from 1, so I can't really... I will remake this tier list once I have actually played through all of 1, and also I think this includes people from like X and the other games. I have played Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 3 and the DLC. Absolutely loved them, loved every second of them. But I don't know a lot of the characters from 1 or from any of the other games in the series, so I apologize in advance. Thank you. Please don't get mad at me. That's why I created a separate tier for Who Are You? It's not that I dislike them. They're not at the bottom because I hate them. They're at the bottom because I don't have enough information. I don't know yet. But yeah, so starting out, I don't know them. That's not Melia, right? That's not what Melia looked like in the first games, is it? Those are like her evil sisters or something, right? Because Melia's a pretty lady. She's not on here? Question mark? Huh. Okay. Maybe one of those is Melia then, maybe. I really liked her design in 3. I don't know for sure, so I don't want to say wrong. Again, I haven't gotten super far in the game, so I'll probably redo this once I've gotten through that. This was a big debate in my household because I really like Mithra's design, and she's got the blonde hair, she's got like the sassy attitude, and my partner is just like obsessed with Pyra. He like to my partner, Pyra is best girl, and she's cute. I like that she's like caring and she wants to take care of Rex, you know. But just design wise, I love Mithra. I think the green Aegis goes so much better with all of the blonde and the gold. It looks really pretty. So Pyra is great, but she's not the best. I know. Yeah. Numa is really cool. Her design is interesting, but I think the biggest reason I like her is because her utility. Like the full Aegis, you can do any combo from any type, and that just helps so tremendously much, especially in like the final boss fights of the game. So Numa's cool. Still, overall, I think I like Mithra's design better. I like the step on me energy. I like I like Mithra. Also, probably not popular opinion, I really love Nia. I have a little stand of Nia spoilers from the third game that I really love. Or actually, no, it's from the second game, but late game, second game. And I have a poster of Nia. She's cute. I like her. She's kind of the scrappy best friend. She's mean, but it's more of a sarcastic than actually just she wants to punch you like Mithra kind of way. I'm conflicted because I really like Poppy. I think that the idea behind Poppy is really cute, having it be like an artificial blade, so you have to get all these artificial parts. I think that's a really cool idea. But I hate playing Tiger. I hate that minigame. I'm so bad at it, and it takes forever. You can do it forever and ever and ever, and you never get the part that you need, or it... So, I'm going to say, also, I just think it's really creepy because Tora is, like, into Poppy, but she is most definitely built to look like a child, and that is super not cool. So that's my other thing. That's not Poppy's fault. That's Tora, because they're a creep. But I like her. I think she's a solid B. And then these... Okay. I like Poppy's design, and again, I put her higher because that's just it's the whole premise behind it that I think is really cool. She's not higher because I hated the actual system of getting there. And then these two are lower because it's, you know, just upgrades through the system. I like the design of that one more, so she's in C tier because it's the first one that actually looks like an adult, and that feels a little bit better at least. But yeah, overall, super cool concept, just a couple of weird things about it. This is Fiora, right? This is Fiora from 1. I really liked her. I liked that she was the knives. It's kind of similar to Nia. She's the, you know, scrappy, rapid hit fire character. I liked the playstyle. I'm really sad that she died immediately. Like, I got to play with her for a couple of battles and then she's just dead. So that kind of sucked. I liked her though. Yeah, I'll put her... I reserve the right to change my mind. I'm gonna put her there. Okay. I love Pandy. Pandy is super cool. It's the same caregiver kind of thing that Pyra has going for her, but she's just so much more eccentric and has a lot more personality besides caring for people. Like, she cares so much for Zeke, but she's also her own person. She has her own thoughts. She's really bubbly. I love Pandy. I love Pandoria. Her design's also really cool. She's got the little see-through glass and the light bulbs because she's an electric blade. I really like her a lot. So I'm going to put her... I think people are going to riot if I put her above Pyra. So I'll put her right next to Pyra. They could be little besties. I like Morag. I like her whole thing is... She should have been the queen. Like, she 100% should have. She has the military experience. She has, like, the leadership qualities. She is a bad bitch. But because she was a woman, it went to her, like, kid brother instead. So, but instead of being, like, bitter, like I feel like most characters, they kind of play it as, oh, my stupid brother took it. She cares so deeply about him, and she just wants to protect him and keep him safe. I like Morag. I like her a lot. I'm going to put her... I'll put her there. I like Morag. Bridget, same thing. It's kind of cool to think that she's, her whole thing is her blade is like an heirloom that's passed from emperor to emperor or just in the royal family. So that's cool. But as a character, she kind of doesn't have a lot going for her. She's just kind of calm, cool, collected, which is interesting for the fire type, but not, I don't know. I'll put her with... that feels mean. I like her. She's okay. She's just not... I have no strong feelings about her one way or the other. I really liked her design. She's the book one, right? She was a wind blade, one of the special art wind blades you could unlock. I didn't do a lot of her story because I didn't unlock her. My partner did, and they didn't get super far in the game. But I saw her design, and I really liked it. I thought it was cool. Put her there. This is the first, I think it's Agate. She's the first special blade that I got when I was playing through. And it's literally the first core crystal that I opened was her, like besides the plot one. And so I thought that all blades were going to be like custom art and cool like her. And then I got very disappointed. I didn't realize how special she was when I got her like first thing, but now with reflection, I kind of understand that it was really rare and cool that I got that just like out of the gate. I like her. She's rock. She's crystal girly. I have less feelings about her than I do Bridget. She's cool. She's cute. I like design. I really like her. Oh, I forget her name. But she was a dark type blade, I'm pretty sure. And her whole thing is that she's like a creepy stalker. So you send her on a mission to watch a ship or something, and she blows it up because she's like, because I was away from my my driver. I didn't want to be away from the group on this dumb mission anymore, so I just blew up a ship full of people. She's got the secret eye under her cool high-tech eye patch. All of the like animations and stuff to do with her design are super cool. I love her. I think she was a really interesting character. I'm going to put her there. I liked her a lot. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Dahlia is cool. It's a little weird. She has like a southern accent, which is... It sounds a little strange in this universe, but it's cool. She's kind of like, she's a snow bunny. Like, she's got a little bunny tail, and she's an ice type, and her whole thing is she's just giant everywhere. So I think that was kind of her main point in being in the game. This is the character that made me Google it and realize that a lot of some of the artists that worked on the Xenoblade 2 blades were not safe for work artists before they worked on this, and it definitely tracks in her design, but she's kind of cute. I like her. I'll put her there. She's alright. I really like Electra. She's just a cute little bubbly girl, and she can't control her powers, and it makes her upset because she just wants to help everybody. I am a big fan of the trope of like tiny girl, big hammer. I love when it's like a small little character with a big weapon design, so they're stronger than they look. She was really cute. She made me smile a lot. I'll put her there. I like her. She's cute. This is Charla. So I haven't gotten super far in the game, but I'm at the point where she's in my party right now. And I love Charla. She is so cool. She's kind of similar to Uni in the third game. She's a sharpshooter medic, which is cool. I'd never seen a lot of games. Most of the time the medic is just, you know, they sit there with a staff and otherwise they're useless. It's cool that they're the sharpshooter healer, so they can do both. But they still want to stay ranged because they're a shooter, so I like her a lot. I like her character. She cares about her brother. She's trying to avenge her most likely dead husband, boyfriend, whatever. I like her so far, and she's just really cute. So I'm gonna put her... I feel like I don't know enough about her to say to put her super high, though. Okay, I reserve the right to change my mind, but for right now, I like her a lot. She's my favorite character so far out of the Xenoblade 1 characters that I've seen. I don't know who that is, I'm sorry. I like the idea. It's cute, but they're just kind of a bird, so I don't know why. I thought Finch was a boy, to be honest. So they're cute. They're just a little bird blade, I guess. I didn't really do any of their stories or anything with them. They just kind of exist. They're cute, but I don't know. I liked this character. So her whole thing is, I think it's Herald, and she's a big, badass dragon. And you had to do all of this really stupid stuff to unlock her. It was a slog, but once you finally got it, it felt so rewarding because she looks so hulking and intimidating. You can't see it in the thumbnail right here, the little picture, but like attached to her helmet is just this giant dragon contraption, and they are so cool. I really liked them. I'm gonna put her... I like the design, but story-wise they didn't matter that much, so that's kind of where these two are. I really like the designs. They're super cool, but I like these a little bit more just because they got a little more personality in the story. And again, I think some of it is because I just haven't played all of it with all of their stories and stuff. Cassandra is one of my favorite designs of all time. I love the mask coming down, the like split personality, but she doesn't know it because it's like possessing her. I love it. And she's like bad luck everywhere she goes, but she just wants so badly to help. And I feel that so much. Like she's a jinx, but she doesn't mean to be, and everyone just like accepts it because she's adorable. I like Cassandra a lot. I'm gonna put her there. Cora is the second blade that I ever unlocked. So again, it was before I really realized how special she was. I like her. She's kind of bubbly cheerleader. A little bit over the top on the bubbly. She's kind of more airhead to me, so not the biggest fan, but she's cool. I like her. Probably down there. I'm real mad. I have some thoughts. So this is Cosmo, and she is... So technically Poppy's supposed to be the only artificial blade, but Cosmo is the only other light blade that exists, and she looks like a robot, which is kind of weird that she's the only other light blade besides the Aegis, and they look robotic, but there's only supposed to be one robotic blade. Anyway, the reason I have thoughts about this is because when my partner played it, their first blade they got, like not story blade, was Cosmo. And I tried for hours and hours and hours on my account trying to get it, because it's like, it depends on when you load up the game for the first time, you get put into one of 5 different camps. And then based on those camps is your odds for getting each blade. So if you're in camp 1 when you load up the game, then it's easier to get some blades, but then harder to get others. And it's this whole really confusing specific tier system. But Cosmo, I'm pretty sure no matter what, is like a 0.1% chance just across the board. It's really hard to get, and he got it immediately, and I still cannot, and it makes me really mad. I like the design, and it's really cool. I feel like there has to be some kind of weird lore stuff going on. The fact that they're the only other light blade, and they're also kind of a robot. Little mad about about him getting it so easily, but it's fine. You know, I'm glad they got a cool one. I like the design. I think they're cool. Again, just don't really know a lot about them, so I guess they're... yeah. It does kind of just look like Discount Poppy. But it's cool. This is Newt. They're a Fireblade, and they're like a military... I was going to say do no harm, but take no shit, but they do want harm. They want all of the harm, and also to take no shit. They're cool, though. The design, I like that they made her super strong, but it's like magic strong arms, so she's still like cute. So that was kind of interesting. Again, I didn't play a lot with her, but they're pretty cool. I like them. Nim was interesting because she was one of the only blades that could talk to people, or no, sorry, talk to animals. And her whole quest is going through and like finding all of the animals in the different regions that you've been and seeing like what's bothering them, if they lost their home or something's wrong with the environment. And I really like that concept of it, that she's like the savior of the animals, but in blade form. Her design was really cute. She's kind of like a little deer girl. Got a little annoying because she was kind of like if you met her in real life, she would 100% tell you that she's vegan and doing CrossFit, that kind of person. But I like the design overall. It's kind of cute. I'll say... I'll say that, yeah. I like her. Sorry, Newt. It's not that I don't like her. It's just she didn't have a lot of personality besides she was tough to me. I know this is from Xenoblade 2. It started with a P, I want to say. I know who they are, but I didn't really play with them, so I can't really say a lot. It's a little weird, but I think that's how Japan thinks a black person looks. It's just a white person, and they change the skin tone. So that was kind of weird. It doesn't read as that at all. All like the nose, the mouth, everything is the same. They have white hair. I don't know. It was all right. I'm sure people are mad because I think there's like a big story that goes along with this one, but I just didn't do that side quest. I don't know who that is. I think that's DLC. There's Melia, right? That's Melia. Yeah. I like her. I like her little half wings. I think I like her Xenoblade 3 design a lot more because, she's like grown up queen, super cool looking. I like her. Again, I haven't gotten to that part in Xenoblade 1, so maybe once the story progresses, I'll like her a little bit more. But for right now, I'll put her right there. She's cute. I like her. From what I know about the lore, I know that she's kind of a badass. She's cool. I think this is like the blade. No, these two go along with this, I think. I really didn't do any of their story. I don't really know anything about them other than I think they're sisters and they're there. Sheba is a gold digger. All right. No one can tell me differently. You have to buy her ridiculously expensive core crystal, and then all she cares about, she's like, let's go get treasure. Let's go take a bath. Let's go. I really don't like her. But her design's kind of cute. She shows up in the little bathtub because she's a water thing. But massive gold digger, so she loses some points for that for me. I feel mean putting her in F tier. Alright, so this F tier is not that I actively dislike them, it's just I don't really care about them. There's not a ton of designs that I absolutely hate. I don't really... I don't know who that is. This is my sweet little girl. This is Ursa, and she's just so sweet. She has the cutest little singing voice, and she's too scared to share it with the world, but eventually she gets the strength because of the power of friendship. Also, big thing. I liked Annie when I played League of Legends. It's small girl with big bear protector. She's got a big like polar bear. That's also, it's a little weird because it's like, is she the blade? Is the bear the blade? Are they both? Or do they share consciousness? Kind of confusing. But I love the trope of just like little girl with powers and then big bear that will do anything to protect the little girl with the powers. I like Ursa a lot. She was one of my favorites. I think I like her more than Electra. She was just so sweet. I think I unlocked Veil close to when I was done with Xenoblade 2 because I never really did anything with her. She kind of just existed. So I think she's gonna go there. Not really any hard feelings. I just don't really... Same with her. It's kind of cute how you get her. I think it's Vess. She belongs to this like old man, and then one day you go there and her core crystal's just on the ground, meaning that the man died. And she just kind of liked to help him and take care of him and cook with him, so she comes along with you and you can like cook dumplings or something. It's cute. I didn't really care that much about her though. Zenobia is one of the only blades in Xenoblade 2 that I filled out their entire skill tree. I hated it at the time, but it was really fun actually looking back. Her whole thing is she wants to fight strong things. She wants to fight strong things, get stronger. She wants to have a big epic battle. So for her skill tree is fighting like every unique monster with her in your party. So I think that's really cool. And I like her design. She's like a cool moth girl. But I really like her. I think she's special because I took all the time to like level her up like that. So I'll put her there. I like her a lot. I have nothing more to say on the matter. I just really love Mio. I have 2 posters of Mio currently in my bedroom. I love Mio. Best girl. No clarification needed. I like Uni a lot. I like, the sass. I like with Charla, she's the combat medic, so she's got the gun, but she's also a healer, which I think is cool. Uni loses a couple of points because it really pisses me off every game. It's like, whoa, there's something that's super important to the party. Nah, I'm just gonna keep it to myself for right now. Why? You're... Okay. So she loses some points for that, but she's kind of cool. I like her. I like that she's kind of like the bestie. Everybody feels comfortable kicking it with her because she's gonna say how it is. I don't know who this is. Sorry. So I know who this is, but I don't know anything about them from the game they're from. Because I'm pretty sure they're from Torna, like the is it the Lost Country, the Golden Country? The only reason I know who it is because of flashbacks, and because of flashbacks, breaks my heart to look at her. It's Laura, right? Makes me sad to think about Jin. Like, she didn't do anything wrong as far as I know. She just wanted to like be with her friends forever and fight for freedom or something. But she's cute. I like her. I'll put her right there. And I love Fan Lenorn. Her power to like disable other blades is super cool and unique. And I hate what the Praetor did to her because she was my little baby and I loved her so much. It made me sad that you didn't get to play like as her in 2 because she's so cool. Because you can't play as her, I think I'm gonna put her a little bit lower because I don't know, but I'll put her right there because she's really cool and the concept was really cool. Again, tiny girl, big hammer. Like I was talking about, I love Senna. Her whole like story arc, it hits close to home. She works really hard because she wants to like do her best for the people around her, and she feels like she's never good enough. And I love her and Mio's relationship because Mio like helps her try to be herself, and that's how she's going to help people. And I like Senna a lot. She's bubbly, but not airhead bubbly. Like, she just genuinely wants to try really hard and help people. I like her. I can't say best, but I do really like Senna. This probably will be a little bit biased towards 3 because I probably have put the most hours into Xenoblade 3. I don't know. I really like it. Ethel is cool, but I'm mad about how she died. You know, I don't know, like, she's super badass, like, take no shit, commander lady, she's an excellent leader, but then she was like, I'm gonna die because to die is freedom. But, like, you could also just, like, not do that and keep fighting to try to make things better. I don't know. I thought it was really dumb how she died, and it made me kind of upset. So she loses a couple of points for that. I'm going to put her there. I like her. Her outfit was the coolest, though. Her outfit was the coolest outfit you could put on almost any of the characters as, like, their skin for Xenoblade 3. I liked her look. And her class was really good, too. Like, the playing as her, she's a, like, very rapid hitting, critical hit focused melee attacker, and that was really fun to play as. So I'll give her points for that. I don't hate Nopon, alright? I hate this one particular Nopon. And hate's a strong word. I don't hate her. It's just, why? Why is she there? Is she there just to say, like, oh, Nopon can fight too? Cool. Make the Nopon actually useful and good. I don't see the point in her being there at all besides cooking for everybody. You know, it's kind of cool. It's like, oh, her and Riku are teaming up because Nopon can fight. If you want to prove that Nopon can fight, why does it have to be 2 of them? Why does it take 2 of them to make a useful class? I didn't like her. She was also just very annoying. I don't know if I like her as a character or I just like her because of what the internet has done to her. I like Alexandria. I think her outfit is really cool. I don't really remember a lot about her class. I know it was a pain in the butt trying to get her because you had to go to all the different battles and stuff. She's pretty neat. I'm going to put her... I'll put her there. She was pretty cool. I liked her whole thing. That it's kind of similar to Zenobia. She's just in there because she wants the fight. She lives for the battle. She lives for the kill. Her dynamic with Uni was kind of weird because Uni's like, you're out there risking your life for no reason. Like, you're just impulsive and you suck. And then she had to apologize for some reason. That was kind of weird to me. But I like her as a character. She's neat. Yeah, I'll put her in C tier. Why am I a blank? It's not Mona. It's is it Mora? I'm gonna get roasted. I should know her name. Monica, right? Yeah. I liked her a lot. I don't know. I liked, one of the biggest things that I liked about her is she's from the city, right? So she's not on the 10-year life cycle. And she was one of the only characters that they gave her wrinkles. They gave her little, like, eye wrinkles and a little crinkle around the forehead to show that she was, like, older and experienced and she was from the city. I liked that little detail about her, and I think that added a lot to her, is having those small signs of aging, because it really does differentiate her from all the other blades and stuff in the game. All the other, like, characters and stuff. So I'm gonna put her... She's just Morag, but different to me. I like them both a lot. She is the best class in the game. absolutely, by far, really boring to play as, but almost a necessity to have like somewhere on your team. If you, well, it's hard because I like having her effects, but playing as her is so boring. But if you don't play as her, she's not as effective because it really takes like a person to use it best, I think. But she just gives a whole laundry list. She can pull from like basically every debuff and buff in the game, and will just randomly buff everybody on the team, and she can spread it to herself and the team, and she can reset timers by doing that. So you can just infinitely have almost every single buff in the game. Very broken. Her as a character, she was okay. She was kind of whiny, but as a class, I love her class. So it's worth unlocking for that for me. I don't know. It feels weird to put her that high, but I really love the class that she is. I forget what it is. She has like the big flag. Probably unpopular opinion. I hate Gondor. I hated everything about her. She has like one redeeming moment, and the rest of the time she is just a massive see you next Tuesday for no reason. She's just mean to everybody. And if she wasn't such a bitch, so many events could have been avoided because she was just mean from the get-go. And like we have to do this whole rescue mission because she holds on to the stupid locket in prison, and she's like, oh, I'm sacrificing myself staying in prison. Well, like, you've bullied your way to have your own like protective hit squad. Of course you're not minding prison. Hated her. I really did not like anything about her. I don't know who that is. As a character, I don't really care about her, but for like lore reasons, the only reason I like her is because of her connection to Mio. She like taught Mio that it's not about battling and like respecting the dead and all this stuff. So that's kind of cool. Miyabi, right? Overall, she's kind of a blank character. Besides, I just couldn't stand to hurt any living thing. Okay. I do like her fans though. That's kind of a cool combat thing. I'll put her there. She's all right. I don't know who that is. I know who that is, but I've never played any of the stuff that they're in, so I feel like I can't really. It's supposed to be like the Nopon champion, right? But she's a robot. I'm gonna say I don't know who that is. I feel like I'm not getting the whole story with X, because I feel like there has to be another game she was in or something else, because I feel like they painted her with like this whole like mysterious backstory, and she has so much going on. And then every time she showed up, I felt like I was missing something. But I still really like her. I love her character design. I think she looks really sick. I think the cracked face is super cool. I don't know. I think there. Yeah, she's cool, but I wish I knew more about her. I gotta take a deep breath for this one. I cannot stand her. Why? Why would you do that? Like, how could you betray your friends? Why are you such a cocky shitbag about it? I don't know. I cannot stand her. Bottom of F tier. Gondor is almost at the bottom because she made this. But she's at the bottom because traitor, sells out her friends, absolute shitbag. I'm trying to prove myself. Okay, well, prove it by not being a dick. It's not just because she wears the tight leggings. M has a special place in my heart. All of the scenes of like Neo, M in the prison, her last night alive, away from everyone she loves because her love has got. I'm gonna start crying. I can't. Okay, I'm good. Best girl. I'm gonna move on. I don't know who any of these people are. I'm sorry. They look really cool. I wish I did. I really like her a lot. And she gives a lot of... I was joking, so my partner, when they played through 3, I never did any of these quests, because by the time that I got to the final chapter, I was expecting it to be like Xenoblade 2, where there were 10 chapters. But I got to the final boss fight in chapter 7, and I got to the door, and it says, like, you can't go back after this point. And by that point, it's like, well, I'm already there. I really didn't want to go leave to go do all the side quest stuff, so I just went ahead and beat the game. So I never did any of this. But watching him play it, she is the redeeming factor for Taion. She is the reason that I don't hate Taion as a character, because that whole arc was so good. She's his mentor, and then she sacrifices herself to save him, and he carries this big emotional burden about it, and then she's reborn, and he gets to be like her mentor this time and like work through all those feelings of not being worthy of the sacrifice by keeping her safe. And she is the reason that Taion turned into a huge Chad at the end of the game for no reason. But I really like her because of that. And also she was just a cool character. I'm going to put her... I'll put her there. I really liked her a lot. Again, I wish that we saw more of her, but part of that was my own fault. I don't know who that is. Wait a minute. Oh, is that girl from... Is that supposed to be Charla? Because I know that was supposed to be Pandy, like the rebirths of them. I don't remember them really doing anything in the game, though, if I'm being honest. They were kind of just, like, cool NPCs where you could say, oh, I know who that is. Yeah. I'm going to put them in there just because, like, maybe I'm misremembering, but I don't remember them actually doing anything. Actually, no. I know who they are, technically, so I guess... I feel bad putting them here, but they're going to go up there, because I feel like they were just NPCs where you could be like, oh, I know who that's supposed to be. Like, they didn't, in this form, really do much. All that being said, Glimmer, it's worse Pyra, right? Like, it's just Pyra, but with the initial thought to betray their friends. Yeah, I don't know. It made me sad that there was never any explanation for why she has the core crystal or anything, other than like, oh, universes colliding. Like, I feel like that could have been a really cool thing, and then they're just like, oh, I guess that just happens sometimes, and that kind of made her lose some points for me. She's just Pyra, you know? It's nothing bad, just not really much special to me. Especially, I didn't really like her, like, fighting style. Like, playing as her wasn't fun. This is my girl, though. I love Nile. I know, it's like she destroyed the whole world. She just wanted to live in, like, a cute little suburban neighborhood and play piano to underprivileged kids. Like, she was just so sweet and wholesome, and she had everything she had ever wanted, which was, like, a family and keeping people safe destroyed in front of her. So, I'm not gonna say, like, justified, but I really love Nile. I love their character design. I love, like, the outfit. Their whole story arc is super cool. I love playing as them. Playing as them is super fun. So she doesn't beat Nia, but if they had, like, Queen Nia, it would be Queen Nia, Nile, and Nia, but they don't, so Nia overall is still above, but I like them both. So, that was a lot. I know, I have a lot of opinions on Xenoblade because it is one of my favorite game series of all time, even though I haven't beaten it yet. I'm playing Xenoblade 1 on my channel right now, and whenever I finish Xenoblade 1, I'll make a little video, like edited video on that, and I might just go all the way through and play all 3, replay 2 and 3 again, and maybe I'll try to do like 100% or something, make it a little bit interesting. But overall, it's phenomenal game series. The voice acting could be better, but it gets significantly better as the series goes on. I don't know, it's the whole story, the universe, the lore, how everything's connected. I think that's really cool. I could go full conspiracy theory talking about the universes, and I'll do that another time. Yeah, that's all the Xenoblade trilogy ladies, evidently. And I'll come back and redo this tier list at some point once I have beaten the first game. And I think a couple of them too, they're also like the Xenoverse or DLC, like something like that. So I may come back at another point and do those. I might have some different opinions. I'll eventually sort all of the who are yous, I guess. But that is that. And the very last thing that I wanted to do for this stream is Pokemon had a Pokemon Presents in February. And most of it I honestly didn't really care about. Most of it was like the apps and other little things that they do. I've never played Pokemon Cafe or any of those games. I'm not super into it. But they had something at the very end of that Pokemon Presents that I cannot use words to explain how excited it makes me. So I have it pulled up right here, and I really hope this doesn't get like copyright stricken. This is the official Pokemon YouTube channel. Everything that I am about to present about this belongs to Pokemon Nintendo. Please don't sue me. But I just wanted to show this intro clip that they gave us of the new game that's coming out. I wanted to talk a little bit about it. So I'll play this, and then we'll talk a little bit about it after. As soon as I heard the drum beats, I knew. But I thought maybe, I don't want to get my hopes up. I love the sketching and stuff they did for this little preview. I saw that and I lost my mind, but not as much as I did at this next part. Megas are back, baby! I lost my mind seeing this. Mega Evolution was one of the coolest things. It was one of the easiest ways, I feel like, to give a new life to an older Pokemon, to maybe add things that fans said that they thought would be cool or edgy, and like just expand on those designs, because they're not going to add fourth evolution. So it was a cool way to see an even further developed idea of the basic, like the final evolutions of things. And the fact that they're bringing it back, they're not just going to give us back the ones we already have. Like, that means that we're getting new mega evolutions, which is so exciting. All of the fan favorites that everyone's like, why did this never get a mega? They could be coming, like Flygon, like Hydreigon. Like, oh, I'm so excited about this. So it's Pokemon Legends Z-A. I don't really know what they're doing title-wise, like how you're gonna say that. I watched a video of Alpharad, another YouTuber that I really, really admire, love watching their stuff. When he did a reaction to this, his big thing was it could have just been Legends Zygarde, like why Z-A? It's like, oh, you know, it's A to Z, but it does sound a little clunky, Legends Z-A, but I could not be more excited. I really loved Legends Arceus, how they introduced the crafting, having the overworld, you be able to interact with the Pokemon, like catching them without battling, the boss fights where it's actually you versus the Pokemon, like Dark Souls style, was super cool and very different from anything Pokemon's done. I don't know, because it said Lumio City Urban Development Plan, right? But I can't tell if that means that it's going to be in the past, like Legends Arceus. So it's like the founding of Lumio City. But the blueprints, especially when it was after they sketched Pikachu and him running through the city, it looked very modern. And just the layout of that city was way more advanced than anything that was in Legends Arceus. So I don't know if maybe they're doing it in the future, but that would also be kind of weird because they just did the past future thing with Paradox Pokemon. I don't know, maybe that's their plan, because they did the past with Legends Arceus and then past and future with Paradox Pokemon, so now they got to give the future its own little Legends game for its own. Either way, though, I am so beyond excited for this. I was a little bit disappointed, honestly, in Scarlet and Violet, not because of really anything in the game, but just performance issues. I haven't beaten the game yet. This will be like the first Pokemon game that I haven't beaten, at least the Elite Four in, because the performance issues almost make it unplayable. The stuttering, like the draw distance is awful. It makes it really hard to play. It's not just that it's Pokemon, how could they make something that's buggy? It really distracts from the gameplay to the point where I just didn't want to play anymore. But I didn't have nearly that many issues with Legends Arceus. I know a lot of people are mad, like, if they reuse the tree over, I'm gonna scream or whatever, but I really did love the Legends Arceus game, so I'm beyond excited that that's gonna be the newest thing coming to the series. I really hope, it said it's coming out in 2025, so I'm really hoping that means, I'm honestly hoping for December 2025, which I know it's like, why would I want it to be as far away as possible in 2025? I really want them to take their time with it. I don't want them to feel like they have to pump out a brand new game every year. I'd rather them wait and make it really good. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's going to be really cool. I cannot wait to have Megas again, because not only do we have Megas, this is the first game that Megas have been available where you have, assuming it's similar to Legends Arceus, you have free control of your character during battles. So, like, we get a true 360 in motion view of these Megas, which we've never had before, and is super exciting. I can't wait to see it. I don't know. That's my thought. That's my only thought on it, is just that I'm really excited. I really hope that they take their time with it. If it's anything like Legends Arceus, I think I'm really going to like it anyway. I like the crafting and exploring. Yeah, that's really all I had to say about that, is that Megas are coming back, and I'm so excited about it. If you're watching this later when it's no longer live, leave me a comment. Let me know what Pokemon you want to see a Mega of. Like, what was your baby that they never gave the love it needed? What are you hoping to see Mega vised in this new game? That's really all that I had for today. I'm sorry, I know it was a short stream, but I was really hoping that Cable was going to show up, but I think it's coming like FedEx, so it might not be here till like 7 p.m. and I wanted to at least get a little bit going. Happy leap year, everybody. It's February 29th. Hopefully I will still be doing this. This is what I'm hoping to do full time for my job. So if you would leave a like, if you comment, subscribe, any of those things, those really help me towards that goal. So hopefully next leap year I can do a much bigger, more involved stream. I think it'd be cool to do every 4 years if I'm still doing this, to every leap year day we do like some kind of special variety stream. But thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm Annabelle Lee. I go by Anna. And if you enjoyed this or you are looking forward to some more Pokemon or Xenoblade content, please subscribe. I will be streaming Xenoblade 1 on Saturday, and we're going to be doing our normal Stardew Sunday. So keep tuned for that, and thank you